Yo, what's poppin' peeps? Welcome back to the channel. Lesage here. We are going to be starting our top 8 stream of the late night Invitational. So we had 64 players play it out who were invited to this event from all season long. It's been an absolutely amazing journey, and I'm really excited to see exactly how it plays out. I see a lot of regular faces from the late night series. Of course, you had to play in the late night series in order to get invited. So we're going to be covering everything throughout the event, going over the entire top 8. I have a few players lined up for this event who are already streaming their games, so it looks like we should have some good games going on here. I'm actually just going to go ahead and pair the next round while we're at it. So let's go ahead, set up this next phase. I want to make sure that I did the next phase correctly. Just give me 1 second here. If anyone has any questions, we could totally... What is this one? We're going to mute this. Realize that I probably had one too many things going on in the background. So if the audio was a little bit choppy, it should be fixed now. Love to hear if anyone has anything there. I'm just going to double check the phases. Still getting used to setting up OBS. So yeah, top 8 cut. Yep, we're all good. So let's go ahead, set this up. Dashboard, set up next phase, boom, confirm, pair next round, boom, let's go. And we're going to be going to a single elimination match. Just want to double check again one last thing. So that is single elimination rounds. Cool, best of 3. So I'm going to let everyone know in the Discord server that the top 8 is up. Okay, there is top 8. So we will be jumping into that momentarily. How's everyone doing right now? I know that we're live, we're good. 2 Gengar decks. Okay, we're gonna... So our top cut consists of actually 1, 2, 3, 4 Mews, 1 Arceus Inteleon, 1 Jolteon, 1 Gengar, and we have a Dark Arceus deck. So we're going to see exactly how that goes. I think we're going to be running into a Gusto playing against the Dark Arceus deck. So that's something that's going to be really cool. Let's go ahead and see exactly where we're at. So Gusto is going to be starting their game, and remember, it is best of 3. So let's go ahead and jump over here into the gameplay. So I'm just going to be setting up the stream, making sure what's going on. All right, so yeah, I need to check out this Dark Arceus list a little bit. I have to understand that I'm also the tournament judge here, so I always want to have the admin thing in case there's something, but a quick pass, no Arceus, sounds like it could be a really good turn for a Gusto. So we have a Gusto on this side. I'm going to go ahead and make this. So this is Jace Patrick. Move that out of the way so that we have it. There we go. Probably just going to shorten this to Jace actually, so it looks a little bit nicer. And I'm also just going to reset the timer in a second as well. The timer is going to be going off of Limitless. It's just a rough timer, so if you are, don't be watching your games if you're on stream. It's just to give everyone an idea of what's going on here. So Jace actually went 5-1 in the tournaments, which is a very strong record. It was a clean cut at 402, so all the players who were 4-0 ID'd into cuts, and that's exactly how that played out. So we have this. We're going to go refresh this, and in terms of time, there's yeah, it's about 3 minutes off, so should be not a big deal. We are seeing how Gusto's debating how to figure this out. They're still trying to figure out exactly what's going on with their start. How are they going to get the most cards? They do get Peony, so that doesn't necessarily mean that they're getting an attack off. I think that's probably the biggest thing to be going over there. So, looks like we're all good. Gonna see exactly what's going on in the YouTube chat. And I'm just gonna be checking out the admin dashboard, so we're all good. So let's go ahead, draw some cards here. And we do see that Battle VIP Pass. I think it's a good idea to get the Battle VIP Pass now. Probably want to get another Genesect. And I'm sure we're probably just going to see an energy mix here, so not the craziest start. But I mean, getting 2 energies in play turn 1, certainly good. Seeing the escape rope. I do want to look at Jace Patrick's list, see exactly what they're going on. I know that they're live streaming on Twitch, so if anyone wants to see how the game's looking from their perspective, that'd be kind of cool too. So yeah, their list plays Moltres, so it's just like an Arceus counter box, Arceus toolbox deck. We'll see if it's able to beat Mew. I think this deck does underperform compared to Mew. I mean, obviously they had to go 5-1, so they're having a kind of what? I just gotta. We got some peeps that are. We got some peeps in the YouTube chat that are being a little bit offensive, so we're gonna go there. I couldn't make top 8, ended up in top 16 spot. That's really good though. Congratulations on making top 8 or top 16. I'll be sending out code card prizing later on and figuring out everything afterwards here. So, how's this going to play out? I mean, the boss's order is really defensive. You can tell that Jace doesn't really have too much going on. Where Augusto is just playing Mew, and nothing's really stopping Mew. We do see the switch back as well. So we might just see an attack with the Meloetta here to get the knockout. There's a Meloetta. There's the energy on the Mew. There's the 1 energy. Okay, so we're going to see the other Fusion Strike energy come down. Choice Belt, switch, and then go for Genesec's Fusion Strike system. Augusta's been on an absolute tear lately, so this is just adding more to their accomplishments and seeing exactly what's going on there. Absolutely fantastic. I'm also going to let the other peeps know that they could stream their games and ask for their information for Atlas Collectibles so they can get their prizing as well. So let's go pairings. We'll make sure that every single person knows exactly what's going on. Hopefully we get to a point where we can stream the event all the way through. I know not every single person is able to stream, but would love to see everything. Yeah, no, it's sick. So there's that quick 2 prize cards from Augusto, putting Augusto down to 4 prize cards left. And this is where it's really going to be tough, is because Jace is going to put down an Arceus. That Arceus is just going to get boss's orders, so they have to get Marnie and just hope that Augusto can't gust one up. I mean, I think this is just a game where you want to switch to game 2 real quick. Seems like it's not going to necessarily work out well for Jace at this point. Probably a little bit too far out of the rain. Also, going into the top cut, we do have Pedro playing the Arceus Inteleon up game 1 against Josh Cohen playing Gengar. I mean, Gengar would probably do well against all of those different Mew decks. They just happen to hit the wrong deck. So we are seeing a concession there. We are going to be moving on to game 2. So let's go ahead, move this there, and give that Augusto 1 game 1. Reset these as well. So with only 7 minutes out of the way, plenty of time to kind of go through the mix. I think it's, we'll have to see how it plays out. I'm going to switch over the card art to the Arceus here. Give Jay some good luck there. Yeah, Fusion Strike is so powerful. Considering it's like 70 times per energy. I mean, it's already up game 1. We get to see it 2-0ing one of the only dark decks. Putting Augusto in a really good lead. I'm sure Augusto is really happy with this. We'll see. There's Jace going first. Again. And we do see that MUV start. We do see that Battle VIP pass. We do see a stadium. So there's so many cool things going on here. It also should be noted that in Jace Patrick's list, I don't believe they play Power Tablet. No, they just, or not Power Tablet, Path to the Peak. They just play Collapse Stadium and Training Court. So Fusion Strike system is going to be on all game long, allowing them to draw as many cards as they need to. Yep, I mean, it's best of 3 for a reason, so we're going to see. So there's that Arceus all set up. Should be pretty good here at this point. And just a quick pass. So I don't think we're going to see the knockout on the Arceus. And I mean, it might just be better to knock out the Geller and Moltres here with Meloetta if we get that opportunity. But right now, it might look a little bit tough. Again, Jace not with that energy. Probably struggling a little bit. They might have to go Raihan, get the energy, which might be a little bit tough. All right. Yeah, Genesect and Meloetta are going to be able to draw some more cards. I don't know. I think Augusto's in a pretty good spot. I mean, Mew's doing Mew things. Lots of ways to draw cards. I think that's really the big plan. If they can get a quick prize card here, it might not be a bad idea. I think they're going to be thinking the same thing. Otherwise, they could just go for the whole energy mix thing like they did last game. Does anyone have any predictions about what's going to be going on here? I'm just going to put up a poll here quickly. Yeah, no, it's absolutely a fantastic card. But you can only use it on the first turn. You got to figure that out as well. So we'll let this run for another little bit, maybe another like 5 minutes or so. Let us know who you think is going to win in the poll. Also, give this video a like, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We're just getting things started off. I'm the one who's running the event tonight, so it might not necessarily be my A-game commentary, but we're just going to be vibing out. Those chill late night vibes, kind of what I like. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be going for that. Oh, are they going to really pitch their hands? I wonder what they're searching for with the Peony here. Maybe just another Battle VIP pass to draw some more cards with Genesect. That certainly wouldn't be bad. So, Rebecca, I just use peep as people, or peeps. I use it more as a way that's accepting of others. Because I know a lot of people are just saying, like, hey guys, stuff like that. I think that, I think peeps is a little bit more acceptable nowadays in terms of just, like, accepting all people. I predict the more powerful deck will win. Mew is definitely the most powerful deck in format. So if you predicted, you might be right. At least you have a 50-50% chance. Yeah, so we are going to see that energy mix. Honestly, I have no clue. I never heard about that. I wonder if any of the other games have finished. I always like to see how the other pairings are going. So it looks like Pedro's up game 1 still. Everyone else is still just like playing it out. I mean, it's only been like 13 minutes. All right, so we are going to be jumping back in. There is that there's non-attack coming down from Arceus V-Star or anything like that. So it is going to be a little bit tough to for Jace to get back in here, especially if Augusto can just get a knockout really quick. I think that'd be huge. Like, just knocking out the Arceus would probably see a quick scoop from Jace, bringing it down to Augusto moving on to the top 4. And it's just like, are they going to go for it? I mean, there's the power tablet, so it looks like they're trying to go for that Techno Blast. They already have an energy. They already have a choice belt. What will they get? I mean, the Cram-O-Matic on the escape rope could really work out nicely. Dropping the or the old cemetery over the training court, that might be pretty cool too. All right, we do see Mew VMAX. Are we going to get those other things necessary? Poor Pumpkaboo. I don't think the Pumpkaboo is trying to get knocked out. I do not think the Pumpkaboo is the one trying to get knocked out here. I think Augusto has different plans here when it comes to other things. They're probably going to be looking at things like Boss's Orders, probably looking at things like power tablets. How are they going to be able to knock out this Arceus? Is it even possible to knock out the Arceus? Those are the big questions that we're trying to ask. All right. What are we going to get off this Fusion Strike system? Is it going to be the correct card? I mean, we do see Boss's Orders. We might see that Cram-O-Matic flip. We've already seen one power tablet. I think if they get the Cram-O-Matic flip, they do knock out the Arceus. Or actually, I think they missed the energy in order to get it. I don't know entirely. Yeah, they're just going to roll with it. Yeah, Augusto's been absolutely crushing it lately. They won the late night series. I believe they won another event this week. They came second in the late night series, and they won one. I mean, it's really close. Overall, we are going to stop the poll and see exactly what's going to happen. So it's 30-70 right now. I mean, it should be noted, too, that Augusto did win Game 1. I mean, if this Pokemon just can't get knocked out, it's a really easy way for Augusto to maybe get built up for a Melodious Echo. I'm just going to switch this over to the Mew VMAX as well. So, in case anyone's new, wants to see exactly what the Mew VMAX is, I believe Augusto is playing with a Portuguese card. I could be wrong on that. So it does make it a little bit easier with the Fusion Strike. I know it's not necessarily the biggest card, but it does show you a little bit more what the card that we're dealing with right now is. There's another Boss's Orders. I think they have to start off by knocking out the Mew V8. Yeah, they're going to go 2-prizer, 3-prizer, 2-prizer probably, and powering up like a Galarian Moltres or a Hoopa V. I'm actually not sure which one they decide to power up first. It should be also noted that NRG Ally Liverpool is up over Gabe Shumway Game 1. NRG Eli G is up over Caleb Rogerson. So, and Pedro and Josh are in Game 3. I'd love to watch out some Gengar gameplay. Gengar is my favorite deck in the formats. I think the matchup is actually really not that great for Arceus. That doesn't mean that Arceus can't win, but it is one of those things where it can just be difficult. What do I think about adding Opal to these decks, like Duraludon and Gengar? Just want to do copies. I feel like it's a very slept-on card. Just gotta, I mean, Opal's the coin flip card to search things out, right? I mean, Yveltal could come up. I don't know if we're gonna necessarily see that happen right yet. I think we're just gonna try to go into some traditional knockouts. There's no Pokemon for them to knock out either, though. That's the big thing. I mean, I think they just try to knock out the active, but I don't even know if they can knock out the active. But Arceus made you? Maybe it did. I don't know. Is that how it works? Also, everyone, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Nothing much. We're just jumping into the top 8 here, seeing exactly what's going on. Eldegoss, yeah, I mean, this deck does play Eldegoss to get things back. I'd only say one opal, but you were right. It slept on, especially with decks that play Glimwood Tangle. I mean, Glimwood Tangle does not work for trainer cards or anything else like that. So there's the knockout. I mean, it does... Like, what are we going to see here? I mean, we do see Augusto down to 2. I mean, I guess I probably need to update the prize count here, too, just so it looks all nice and professional on stream. You know, the good stuff. We're also probably going to cruise through this entire of the events because it's just a bunch of quick decks. So we are just going to see that quick boss. That Mew is getting knocked out by Crobat for sure, for sure. And it might just be some kind of play where they are going to be bringing up... I'm not even sure what they're going to be bringing up here. Like, I think they might just put down a Galarian Moltres and use the ability to attach an energy, be prepared for next turn. That might be the best case scenario here. So yeah, this Crobat's a Pokemon that can attack. 70 plus 30, 100, 100. Yeah, I mean, it's looking pretty good for them. What deck do I think that's going to win at Salt Lake? I mean, I think that Mew's probably going to win at Salt Lake. Makes a lot of sense based off of everything going on there. So Augusto is going to be down. Their opponent, Jace, has only 2 prize cards left. But knocking out a Crobat, knocking out an Eldegoss, that's going to be the game plan. It might just be hard. Like, maybe... Do they play Choice Belt in this deck? That's one thing that we got to check out here. Is there Choice Belt in Jace's hands? Choice Belt plus Boss. 2 Choice Belts. So they could just go Choice Belt plus Boss. They play 3 Boss's orders. They've already played Eldegoss. I'm really not sure how it's going to work. Galarian Slowking VMAX is not really seeing too much play right now. I think it's a pretty cool card, just underplayed. So I guess at this point, you just got to go for the knockout. You have win in hand next turn. Is there going to be double turn? Like, is there going to be Boss's orders, Choice Belts? That's the big question. I mean, I think they'd have to play this game down like this if they didn't have, like, otherwise. Maybe they're typing out, do you want to go first or second? Oh, what? Adventurous Discovery. Will they be able to go down Galarian Moltres? Do they play Energy Switch? That's a big question. They do play triple Energy Switch, so they can attach an energy for their turn. With Galarian Moltres, that is a possibility. No. So this is just going to be a switch boss knockout on that Eldegoss game. Switch escape rope boss or retreat switch boss game. Zigzagoon plus Belt wins. There's that. There's boss. And that's going to be Augusto moving on. So. Perfect. So, we're going to be jumping back to my casting booth. Word up, peeps. How's it going? It's Zach Lesage here. Playing a little bit of fun. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful night. I'm going to move my mic a little bit more to the middle. So we have that. So, I mean, overall, it is one of those things where Augusta's going to win, and it's going to happen. Augusta's absolutely on fire in VMAX. If your opponent has a bit of a slow start, it's going to happen like that. We will be moving on to the top 4 very soon. I do just want to see exactly if there's any other players who are streaming their games. So let me see exactly if there's anything else going on here. We do see that there is Shumway playing out their game. So let's go ahead, check out what's going on with the other top 8 game. I think this one is at least game 2, so we'll have to see. It looks like it might just be Mew dominating. Let's go ahead and set this up. There we go. So I'm gonna just catch up with the game, make sure that we know what we're what's going on here. So overall, Shumway, they're game 3. So I believe that let's go ahead and do this. This is not looking like the greatest game 3, but at least it's Jolteon. We're seeing a different deck being played out here. All right, and yeah, it looks like that's all set up. We just gotta set up the prize cards. Okay, so they're both at 6 prize cards. There we go. Magically, we're back to another game. So this is gonna be the Jolteon VMAX. I guess I turned on the turn counter. We probably don't need the turn counter. We're not doing turn counts or anything like that for this one. When time's called, it's the last turn of the game. So let's go like this. Boom. Awesome. And will Jolteon be able to jump back into this game? Everyone else is in game 3. 25 minutes left in the rounds. Can I move my mic back, please? It looks like my mic is going fine. Not entirely sure what's going on there, Brotad. Is anyone else having problems with my audio? Yeah, Mew's going to dominate the metagame, right? So if you're not countering Mew's, it's going to be a little bit tough. I mean, I don't know if Mew needs to be banned. There's a few cool things that could happen. You could just go... you could ban Alice's Sparkle. You could ban... Meloetta. It's one of those things where the best decks in the format are always going to be played. Zoroark decks were always played. Some people view it a little bit more skill-based than others, but... I'm just going to let this game ride out for like a little bit. See exactly. I'm also going to fix the prize cards here. I realized that I did not fix those prize cards. So what's everyone else up to tonight? I'd like to keep it kind of real. See exactly what's going on with every single person. Audio is fine. Cool. Cool. Thank you. Learn to beat it. That's how you get better. I mean, the deck is pretty aggressive. It is one, like, it is extremely aggressive. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I mean, I don't think it's that slow or anything else like that. I think it's interesting for here. So, I mean, so far, it's not looking too bad. Is Shumway going to go ahead and take some prize cards? There's 2 prize cards there from Shumway. Bringing the game back. I mean, we have Genesect in the... Genesect in the front. I don't know how it's going to... Yeah, there's just a concession, so it is going to be, that's going to be it. So we do have Shumway moving on. So I'm going to be moving back here to the casting booth. How's it going, peeps? So right now, I'm just double checking to see. Yeah, I'm seeing if there's anyone else in the Discord server who's able to stream. I'm going to double check here to see if anyone can stream. So no one, the other 2 games have not got back to me to see if they could stream. It's really unfortunate because we just have something to go, but we're just going to have a little bit of a dead time in between. Next round starts within the next 20 minutes or so, so I'm just going to get this set up for the top 4. Cool. So hopefully everyone just stays around. Had a long day at work, relaxing in bed, PTCGO, and streaming this. Hey, let's go. I mean, I'm 30 myself, so it's one of those things where it doesn't always, like, it's one of those things where we're just chilling. So we'll be right back trying to decide what to play for an upcount league in Taiwan. One last Sunday had 248 players. Jeez. I mean, I think first and foremost, Mew VMAX is definitely should be something that's everyone's thing. If you need any help for that event, let me know. Okay, bro, Tad, unfortunately, like, I just want to be like, it's my stream. This is, like, where the mic is going to go. I don't know where you want it to go, like, in front. But in order for it to pick up audio, it's one of those things. That's the way that I want to have my mic going on there. So, unfortunately, that's my setup. I don't want to be like, that's how it is. But I'm not necessarily going to be moving the mic around or anything else like that right now. So, we're going to take a brief break. It's one of those things where we'll get you back. Maybe the mic will be gone. Maybe it won't. We'll be back. Stay tuned for more action. We'll see how it goes. Word up, we are back. We're about to be moving on to the top 4. So let's go ahead and end this round. We ended 13 minutes early. We're going to be pairing next rounds. Let's go ahead and let everyone know that the top 4 is going to be going up. So let's go let them know in the Discord server. And let's see where we are at. So it's going to be Augusto versus Pedro and Gabe versus Augusto. I'm just going to let everyone know if they can stream their games. Otherwise, we're going to be watching from Augusto's perspective. At least we're going to be continuing on with the stream. So let's go ahead. It does look like we have Gabe Chumway, so we are going to watch from the perspective of Jolteon here for this game. See exactly what we have going on here. I mean, Jolteon VMAX just winning. We're going to see, is Jolteon VMAX going to win back-to-back events? That's going to be the big question. They're going to be going up against Caleb Rogerson playing Mew VMAX, and then it's Arceus and Inteleon versus Mew VMAX. So lots of Mew VMAX, lots of everything going on, but we'll have to see exactly how it plays out. I played Legends Arceus. I thought it was really good. So, let's go ahead and jump into their game. I think they're probably going to be starting very soon. Let's go ahead and jump into this stream. So let's just get this all updated. Top 4, and we can reset this as well. The clock's going to be a couple minutes off, but it's just for an idea of how long the round is overall. Yo, how's it going, Vaughn? Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. So Gabe is now 502. All these players are going to be walking away with some decent money as well, so it's really great from Atlas Collectibles. Okay, there we go, and we're going to switch this over to the Mew. Or maybe we'll just go Jolteon V for now, because that one's, we're probably going to see a lot of Mews, you know what I'm saying? So Caleb looks like they're trying to thin their hand down a little bit with their hands. Are they going to try to draw some cards with Fusion Strike System? Yeah, it looks like they're going to be fully thinning. I don't know if I'd waste the Power Tablets, double Power Tablets. Guess they don't really have much going on. They're like, I guess we want to just be able to draw in some things here. But the question is, what are they going to draw into? This could be a quick game where we might see Marnie, Path. That could be it. It's one of those things where it's probably way more tough than we think it is. So, while these players are getting set up, everyone I ask, who do you think is going to win? What are your predictions on seeing who's going to be winning? Why doesn't Dracozolt get added? I played a deck with it, and it helps getting damage on Pokemon when energy is attached. I mean, it's like okay. It might be a little bit too slow for our metagame. Our metagame is very rapid right now. Yeah, so far it doesn't look like a great start for Caleb. It's not bad. Yeah, I do like going for the call for family. And maybe we'll just see if the Marnie happens. That Orc Wario can be incredibly powerful in this matchup. Ooh, we do see the path. We do see a Jolteon. I think that Gabe just got a really great start here overall. I think it's kind of crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's also, I should note that this one's an invitational event, so it could change things up a little bit than what most people are used to. So I would factor that in. Not to say that there's anything against any player or anything else like that, but it is one of those things where smaller events can sometimes lead to these good runs. Gabe, all it takes is getting a path to the peak every once in a while against Mew, and you're really good. So it's a good strategy if you're trying to beat Mew. Path to the peak, absolutely amazing. You're going to go with the underdog and say Jolteon will win? Okay, that's fair. Let's go ahead and get a poll going. So let's going to go... Who is gonna win? I'm going to go with the powerful Mew VMAX. We'll put it up in the poll, peeps. Participate in that. We're going to find out who's going to win. Although, I mean, it is looking pretty good for Caleb here. Just kind of jumping out of there real quick. Might even see a knockout on a Jolteon this turn. I think it's close. We did have Jolteon just win the whole event, right? Like, literally, quite literally yesterday. My days are just back-to-back-to-back Pokemon. For the past 3 days, I've been running Pokemon events. I guess, like, they're just trying to, like, get set up. Like, they still don't have the energy. I guess that's the big thing. They don't necessarily have the energy yet. Okay. It's one of those things where, like, I'm going to, like, I don't even know. I'm not gonna... Yeah. Rebecca, I'm not entirely sure what's entirely going on here. It's a common word. I don't know what to say. I try to make my streams. Yeah, anyways. We're going to continue on. So, here we go. Do you see that research? And I mean, Caleb just with that massive miss, it's huge. Absolutely huge. Because we might just see a massive play just jumping it from example. Any info on tournament mode on PTCG Live? So right now on PTCG Live, I don't think anyone's really hosting events. I mean, it could be kind of cool, but the majority of players are non-Canadians who aren't practicing in the beta, so That's what I'd say. Ooh, there's that boss. Or not the boss, the Path to the Peak. Jolteon hitting in hard. And that is going to knock out the Oricorio as well. So Gabe's just like, yeah, I guess we're going to take out the Oricorio. Sounds like a pretty good plan. And with all those power tablets missing, it's going to be pretty tough. I mean, we didn't ban ADP back then. What do I think about Pokemon where do you rat a Genesect to be more fair? And it's like, okay. I mean, I like PTCG Live. I think it's really good. So that's just one prize card by Gabe so far. Cool. I mean, I think they're kind of in complete control again. You can see everything just got nullified. How can you evolve regular Sobble into Shiny Inteleon? That's not how it necessarily, like, the art, it's just arts. I wonder how the rest of the games are going to be going on. So it looks like everyone's still just like chilling out game one. And we might just see Caleb eventually go for a Psychic Leap. I think that's a real possibility. Maybe this Mew will take one more hit before we get to that point. But the game is looking pretty okay for Gabe. I mean, Jolteon's definitely trying to clutch, but I think Shamway only plays one copy of the Cheryl. I'm just going to double check this. There's 2 copies of Cheryl, actually, so we might just be able to get that. Pokemon rarely bans cards. The game, right now, it's just, it's 0-0. They banned cards in Expanded because Expanded wasn't meant to play with newer cards. I mean, it's pretty good hand overall. I mean, they are trying to set this up, but it is looking a little bit difficult to get those attacks off. And I do like how Gabe here is looking through what's going on with what they've played, if they've attached, if they've done things with their hands. I think it's really good. Okay, down to 3 prize cards remaining. The thing about Jolteon is that these games can go pretty long as well, so that's something you got to factor in. Is it can go be some pretty long games. So there's a switchback. Are we just going to see the Psychic Leap? And this Mew, with all that damage, is likely just going to go underneath that deck. There have been a few bans in Standard. I think Bellaba and Bryson Man was banned in Standard, if that's what I remember correctly. It was just going to be too powerful with looping your opponent and decking them out without them having any kind of real chance against it. At least there are decks that do function and have a good chance against BV Max. I mean, Manaphy would not really work in a deck like this. Might be a little bit tough. So it's not that expanded cards can't be played with new cards. It's that expanded cards were not designed to be played with new cards. You don't think about the game 10 years in advance. Or at least that's not how I assume how they're thinking about it. There's some card interactions, it's just too big. I don't think Mew's getting banned. So this is really one of those cases. If Caleb does not get the knockout on this Jolteon, it might just be game over there. It could be one boss's orders away from just winning this game. There's Ultra Ball, cool. I mean, I think Astral Radiance hasn't come out yet, so we'll have to see how it goes. There is a new Darkrai V-Star that should be pretty good. But the global metagame versus the Japanese metagame is different. There's that Crystal Cave tech. Just another stadium. I mean, that might be really good for Caleb here. Crystal Cave really giving them an extra turn. I think that's kind of crazy. So, what are we going to see here? Are we going to see a gigantic attack? Are we going to see a Cheryl? Are we going to see another boss's orders? How's it going to be working? So how Mew jumps back into games. It looks like it's not doing anything, and here you are. There's Max Miracle. I think that's a fair choice. No Meloetta in play, so Max Miracle is the most consistent attack that's available. I think at this point you want to go Drizzile or Inteleon. Searching for a boss's orders, going Path to the Peak, that might just be the play. Hoping they don't have Switch. Yeah, Crystal Cave is just really meant to bump Path. That's all it's really there for. That's probably fair. All right, that's gonna be game right there. I didn't see the extra damage. I couldn't see with the way that the screen was looking. So it looks like Caleb is gonna be going first. Let's reset this up. It's gonna be going into game 2. Augusto's up game 1 over Pedro as well. So we might be having a Jolteon Mew finals here. And shout out to every single person who's watching. 104 people is absolutely amazing. Over 100 viewers. I couldn't really ask for anything else here. It would mean a lot if you could like toss a like here or there on this channel, or maybe subscribe if you haven't already. Would mean a lot here. Yeah, I don't know if I like Gabe's hand at all. That game was pretty cool. Drawing multiple prize cards is awesome. It just depends on what's going on. Oh, no Mew down. That might be a little bit tough. Could just be simple going Path. I think playing Evolution Incense, looking through, seeing exactly what's available in your deck, certainly not a bad idea. And I mean, that's really not a bad start. I kind of like this start. I should probably close the poll, by the way. Yo! That was a sick game. Right now, Gengar, Single Strike is not currently a top 20 deck. see if that path sticks. I mean, that's all we're really hoping for in this matchup. Did path stick or not? Okay, now we finally see that Mew, but is there going to be a way around that path? We do see escape rope. At this point, you probably just want to set up the other Jolteon. I think that might just be fine. Oh, we're just going to set up the Sobble. Maybe I'm wrong. maybe, okay, they just do have a way around it. It's kind of crazy. Mew always finds ways around things, or at least that's the way that it seems a lot of the time. Yep, Jolteon is, I mean, it's best out of 3, right? We're just going to be rolling through these games. It's, we're down to the top 4, so we're probably going to see a lot of repeat action here, especially when we only have 2 players streaming their games. I'd love to see from other perspectives, but sometimes you only got what you got. But at least so far, we are having a stream and being able to see exactly what's going on, hang out. I mean, I think it's totally worthwhile. So anyone have any big plans this week? What's going on for the peeps this week? Right now I'm just side editing this Malamar video that's going to be going up, I think, on Wednesday. So I try to get some decent deck lists out of the way, and I record a lot of videos on Monday. Monday is a very busy day for me. We're going to see Caleb go down to 1 prize card. It is something that I missed while I was checking that out there. So I'm also going to put that Gabe did win game 1 in case anyone else did tune in. Still have everything else going. I think you couldn't play it now. Man, Chromatic, it's crazy. I have the worst luck with it. I mean, it's pretty good. Big plans. Got a Murkrow plush and 3 packs of Brilliant Stars coming in tomorrow. That's sick. I haven't got any Pokemon plushies in a while. That's one thing that I'm excited for when I go to Vancouver Regionals, to get some new Pokemon plushies. Just for the office, see exactly what we can get going, set up here. Will Caleb be able to jump back into this game? That's a big question. So far, we don't see a Mew VMAX, but we do see that Fusion Strike energy on the Oricorio, which means that its ability is just going to be chilling all game long. It's going to be a little bit tough for Gabe to get around that. It's really, I think it's a really good way to be playing this matchup. Yeah, you can't grab special energies with Arceus. It is Tuesday this week. You have a friend named Caleb too? So we're just going to see a quick concession. Moving into game 3. So you can see how quickly games just like come out of nowhere. Players like, yep, it's not going to be working out here. How long does it take me to edit a video? It depends on the video. A lot of it's just like getting it all set up nicely on YouTube, and I have a Mac that I use just for editing. So I can usually do a lot of things with my computers. But yeah, I have my next 1, 2, 3, 4. I have my next 4 videos planned out. So I have all of Tuesday with double uploads, all of Wednesday with double uploads, and then tomorrow I'm gonna try to get some uploads because I'm gonna be away in Montreal this weekend. So it should be pretty cool. I got a few more deck profiles. So still got a plan for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. See how that would work out. Sure, I'll get it. And I got the Shuffle Squad video going up as well. So that would be pretty cool. It's not really like a crazy start, but we do see the path again. I mean, the path coming from Gabe's side can just be so huge if Caleb does not find a way. But when Mew finds a way, usually Mew does have an advantage in this matchup. All Gabe long. Lots of Jolteon. You like my top 10 and top 20 videos? Thank you so much. Yeah, the top 20 is going to be going up tomorrow. I can make a video on how I pack for regionals. That'd be kind of cool. We do have the other one. Augusto did win 2-0, so we will be able to have a grand finals. So after this game, we're going to be having it. I'm actually just going to let... I have to use the restroom really quick. I'll be right back. Just watch the gameplay. I'll be back. Okay, we are back. I'm back. What did I miss in the chats? Why haven't I done tabletop in a while? I've just honestly been super busy. Did Wormies make cut? No, it didn't. Yo, Josh, how's it going? Who still plays Jolteon, peeps? I'm just going to stop talking. I don't even know what's going on. It's one of those things where, oh, it's been a night. But I appreciate everyone watching the stream. So we do see Caleb go down to 2 prize cards. Maybe you get super lucky. I love just like tuning into the stream and but I don't know. I really like Jolteon. Jolteon's a sick deck. What are your thoughts on Arceus Flygon deck? Do you think it holds any value? I mean, it's cool. It saw a little bit of success and then it just kind of dropped off. So that's one of those things. Pretty Humongo mood. I mean, Jolteon was not seeing success, then it just immediately saw success last week. But I mean, no one's really playing Manaphy. Yo, I'm doing really good. Are you going to Salt Lake? I know I'm not going to Salt Lake, so hopefully if you and Alex are going, I wish you both the best. Seriously. I know you guys have been putting in a lot of work with your decks and stuff. Love Jolteon and bossing up Manaphy's. I mean, it is pretty good. That is a good strategy. All right, yeah, you can see how the Aura Choreo is putting in a lot of work right there for Caleb. The minus 2020 is crazy. Jolteon it down, run it. I mean, this game's not looking great for Jolteon right now. It's also not looking that bad. It just depends on what's in Caleb's hands. If you're able to evade the path to the peak, then you're chilling. If you're not, then it's really bad. See what I have here. I'm sure I have cool. I've also been a fan of pre-scheduling my tweets. It kind of make sure that I can kind of get my videos out there. There we go. So we got the list or the link. We can go ahead, put this up here. We're probably moments away from getting to the finals. Looking through the chat again. What do you think about Baby Charizard with Battle Sense? I'm not sure. You are going to Salt Lake City? We're testing like crazy. Yeah, I mean, Josh, if you ever wanna run some ideas by me, by all means hit me up. I'm not going, and I have some cool ideas that I wouldn't mind running by you guys. Yeah, nothing on bench is damaged. It can be tough. Hey, Chad with a J, how's it going? It's going really well. Oh, it doesn't really look like there was that much going on that turn. Like, I mean, 210's fine, but, like, they can just go Cheryl and kind of get around it. I don't actually hate that. The one thing that you can't do is just go Zigzagoon and knock that out, because Fusion Strike energy is going to block the ability. My poor dog's going... She's really sad. My wife just went across the store. Willow? Willow, we're streaming. I will go get the doggo. No damage counters on the bench. That's why. Yep. Willow, come here. Look, we got some. You want... Willow, come on. Maybe a little tree will make you feel good. Willow. Come here, girl. Never mind. I did get some dog treats though. If my dog does want to come through. Yeah, stream me a PM tomorrow. That's totally cool. So we are going to see the Zigzagoon that is going to put some damage on the bench. Willow, you want to come over here and have a treat? We're stopping the whole stream with 100 people because you're sad. Okay. Yeah, it does look like it's going to be a little bit tough. I mean, Jolteon definitely, like, it's nice to be rooting for Jolteon. I'm not going to lie. I really like Jolteon as a deck. Okay, there's the double knockout. I mean, that is going to put Shumway down to 2 prize cards remaining. With 4 prize cards there, another Jolteon down, even if this Mew does get the knockouts, it can be a huge deal. I'm just going to switch this over to the Mew VMAX, just so we know what Mew VMAX does. In case there's anyone out there who does not. Is this Mew going to take the knockouts? That's the big question. I mean, I do like that there is the other Jolteon on the bench, so they can just go knockout Jolteon, knockout Jolteon. There is the knockout, putting Caleb down to 1 prize card left. So it's going to be a little bit tough. We're not going to see a boss's orders. We might see a Path to the Peak. I mean, we could see something with Speed Lightning Energy, but like, I don't know if we're going to get everything here. There is a boss. If we are able to get a Jolteon and a Path, this could be pretty cool. At this point, yeah, that's... doesn't really do it. So you're going to have to go ahead and... I mean... I guess just go for the... You might just... You either go boss or you go research. That's all you really can do. I mean, there's nothing really to retreat into. I guess you just gotta hope at this point. I don't know. It's not looking good. Looks like it's just a complete like Mew domination game. So we're gonna see if Caleb has a way around this. I think Caleb might just take this game. And the 20 damage there is probably not where I'd place... I mean, it doesn't even matter, I guess. There's that. There's the escape rope. There's game. We are going to be moving on to the finals. So our finals is going to be Mew versus Mew, Caleb Rogerson versus Augusto Berenginger. I can't even pronounce that. I'm sorry. Berengier. I'm the worst at pronouncing names. So it's going to be Mew versus Mew. So let's get everything set up here so that we have it all set up for the grand finals. We'll talk about it, and then we're going to be jumping into the grand finals. Willow, do you want a treat? I'll show everyone Willow in a second in case you want to see my dog before we jump into the grand finals. So while we get this set up, does anyone else have any predictions that they have for the event? What's going to win, Mew or Mew? Caleb or Augusto? $602.71. Mew wins. I mean, I think that Mew does have a really good chance of winning. I did say that Mew was going to win. It's just by far the best deck in formats. It's been Mew domination since it came out, yeah. It's pretty huge. Let's go Mew. Yeah, no, it's crazy. So we're going to take away both of these, this, Gusto, and then we're just going to reset the prize counts. Maybe adjust the size there. And we're going to just jump over back to the casting booth for one. So we're going to be moving into the finals. So how's it going, peeps? I'm back here, just chilling out. Got my dog, got a thing. Willow, come up. You want a treat? She is very sweet. Up, Willow, come on. You know you want up? Will you give me a paw? Will you give me another paw? You can't see her. There you go, Willow. Speak. There you go. She's a very good girl. So, yeah, Mew's pretty powerful. But yeah, no, we're going to be excited. It's exciting. We're moving into the finals. We're going to see exactly how that goes. So I'm going to go ahead and pair that right now. Okay, let's see where we're at here. So we have that. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. And we're going to be going on to pairing the next round. So let's go dashboard, end round, pair this, pair next round. Cool. We got the whole thing paired. Let's go find this thing. Let everyone know they're already streaming. Let's go finals it up. Let them know in the Discord server. Okay. Let's go here. And we are back. So we're going to be moving into the grand finals. We're going to be moving into Augusto's game. And it looks like they're going to be starting any second. So let's go over here to the stream. And let's refresh our clock. So our clock's going to be right on par this game. So I'm sure they're going to be starting it off soon. I'm going to take a big sip of water so I'm all hydrated for this grand finals. Here we are jumping into the grand finals of the Late Night Series Season 3 Invitational. After 10 events and a few other late nights, we have Augusto B versus Caleb R. Mew VMAX mirror match. And we have Augusto starting off first, so it's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. I know these games are wicked quick, usually about 3 turns. We'll have to see. I do want to look into what's going on with these two players lists. I mean, it could really be anything when it comes down to it. But I like with Salt Lake City around the corner and other online events, we do see Augusto playing their list. Pretty typical list that they've been playing for a while. They won the Late Night Series number 30 and have absolutely been crushing it this season. They're only going with the one double turbo build that was really popular before Natalie Miller was able to win the Brisbane Regional Championships in Australia. And it looks like it's a great start. I mean, going first in Mirror with access to a Battle VIP pass, absolutely huge. I think that's fantastic. Caleb's list, I want to see what they're playing. Looks like they're playing the 3 double turbo energy list. So this is going to be huge. I know that Augusto already did go first, so Caleb might be put on the back foot. But I do think that the Ore Quario and then putting a Meloette on the bench going second isn't really that bad. Or maybe we're going to see the same kind of strategy going on. Having 2 single prize card Pokemon does allow you to save yourself from something like Escape Rope early on in the game, so that could be really important. So I'm actually going to get that wrong. It's when you're going first, you want to have 2 single prize card Pokemon. That's a really good strategy. Going second, you don't necessarily need that because your opponent can play boss's orders. So, I'm not sure. I know a lot of people are always asking, should they ban Mew? Should they not ban Mew? I think I'm on the fence of Mew is extremely powerful, more powerful than I've seen any other deck in the formats. I think that goes without question. I think it's more powerful than Arceus Dialga Palkia. I think it's more powerful than any other deck that we've ever seen. And we see how it dominates events. It's already won Brisbane. It's dominating top cuts right now because the deck is nearly unstoppable, even if you are playing Dark-type decks. I would love to see something happen to this deck, but not in a traditional form. I'd like to see either Meloetta banned, or I'd like to see Ellis's Sparkles banned. Or maybe you cannot play Boss's Orders and Mew VMAX in the same deck. I think that those would all be like really interesting ways to get around it. I don't work for Pokemon. I would not ban anything. In the Late Night Series, they're always going to mimic official organized play whenever possible. I wouldn't ban anything unless Pokemon banned anything, unless it got to a point beyond unplayability. So we do see the double single prize card strategy. We do see the only Mew. Since Caleb doesn't play catchers, this means they won't be able to, even if they get the Meloette at turn 1, they will not be able to go forward with a turn 1 2 prize card attack, which is going to be huge in this matchup. I think that's one of the biggest things that we could ask for. So, I think it's really like an interesting thing. Caleb's going to be looking for that ideal setup. They got to go 1 prize card, 3 prize card, 2 prize card, or 1 prize card, 2 prize card, 3 prize card. You're put on a 3-turn clock because next turn Augusto will be able to just go Boss's Orders, Mew, attack, and I think that's really where it's at. There's a few other things, like if Augusto does miss, the game could just be extended by a single turn. But reasonably, it's one of those things where, like, it could really be, like, anyone's game here right now. Like, I think it's pretty on point. So we do see the Ellis Sparkle. They are going to be accelerating those two energies. We do see that energy. We do see the Genesect. How is this going to work? Are we going to see a switch and escape rope? Are we going to see a Mew V hit the floor? These are the big questions. So, you have to discard that other one in order to draw some more cards. I mean, Caleb's favoring setup in terms of important cards. Sometimes it's a choice between having those important cards or not. It really does add up a lot. We do see the Mew hit the floor. We could just see a retreat and getting the knockout on the Meloetta. I think that seems important. It does put Caleb in that necessary thing. So we are going to need to see some kind of boss's orders play. We do see the boss. We do see the Mew. You got to send up the Mew V. That's literally the only thing you can send up. But the hand's really not that great either. Like, we could go boss, Mew, power tablet, draw two, maybe draw one. We do have to see a power tablet getting played in order to be able to draw any amount of cards this turn, at the very least. An escape rope would still just put them into knocking out an Oricorio, so does make it really, really awkward for Augusto here this turn. Their hand was very good turn one. They didn't draw the greatest cards, but right now they're just going after two prize card Pokemon. They don't need Power Tablet this game, or at least they shouldn't need Power Tablet this game. I don't know why they're not going for boss. I think, again, like, why are they throwing away their cards? I would throw away the Peony, and this is one of the reasons why I don't play Peony. Peony could just stay in your hand. You got to discard the Peony and just try to draw into an energy. You need to go Techno Blast this turn on a two prize card Pokemon. Unless, of course, you plan to go one prize card, three prize card beyond that, but we'll have to see. So there's the Genesect. Let's go ahead and, okay, Rose Tower first. Obviously, Rose Towering first sounds great. I would drop that as well. I don't know why we're not playing the boss, because we do want to see the boss again. Do you see that energy? So we now have everything going forward with it. I mean, are they not going to attack with Mew? Are they going to attack with Meloetta? I just really don't see, like, the point of not drawing two prize cards here. They could have drawn more cards. I really want to see the boss's orders. I don't think they go for the knockout in the active. Maybe they're looking at, like, what's in the discard pile. But, like, they're obviously making a tough decision here. To me, this is like night and day. I'd just be using boss's orders. So I'm not sure what we're really looking for if we're not going boss's orders. We could have drawn a whole bunch more cards, and I'd like to see a Mew V there. I don't think that Caleb already has double Fusion Strike energy down. They're not going to be going for a gigantic attack. You got to go boss in order to win this game. Is anyone else here? Like, I know we're live streaming right now, and this grand finals will be put up again separately, so people could just watch out what the finals look like. Is anyone, like, is there something I'm missing here? Maybe they're just looking and being like, will two double turbo energies be enough if we just knock out the Meloetta? I think you could choose to knock out the Meloetta another turn. There's that. Yeah, just getting the knockout sounds great. Again, those boss's orders, had they been played, it would have been so many extra cards. And now we're just at a point where, like, our hands just clogged up. They have enough things to make everything happen for the rest of the game. Unless, again, Caleb just goes power tablet, choice belts, double turbo energy. We'll have to see if that plays out like that. But so far, Augusto's up here. It's like been the longest, like, 2 turns I've ever seen in here. Not that they're like playing like super slow, but that last turn was like, I think like way too, a little bit too much. Not enough for me to like be like, hey, we're gonna stop the game and address any kind of penalty, but I do think it was a little bit on the long side. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Hey, thank you so much, Smart TCG, for the dono. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad that everyone's like on the same page. I mean, obviously, like being in the finals, I was in the finals of Oceania Internationals. I made a couple mistakes myself. It's one of those things where I wish we could have played a little bit better here and there, but it's one of those things where is what it is. So it's just gonna be a back and forth two prizer game. And I mean, like, Caleb does have the opportunity to get a knockout on that Mew VMAX in the active spot, but I think it's just gonna be like a little bit too late. We do just need to see a boss's orders again on a Mew. You definitely want to be knocking out that Mew on the bench this turn. It actually was disadvantageous to knock out the Genesect last turn, so that is something to note. Nope, so the issue is the Mew VMAX can now evolve, and if they don't put a Genesect down, they could always just copy Melodious Echo. They could copy something else. I mean, it's not a lot of damage, but it's still one of those things where, like, I think that, like, it's not necessarily the correct play. That Genesect cannot evolve. That Genesect cannot get off the bench. So it did take away their attack mentality on how it could play out. So if Caleb does go ahead, I mean, maybe there's Mew VMAXs in the discard pile. Maybe they could just go Psychic Leap. There's a whole bunch of things that I just really don't know if I like that play. Yeah, I mean, it's fine to hold the boss for the first little bit, but then we didn't hold the boss after that. In this matchup, you have to go aggressive and understand exactly what you're doing. But how's it going, Andrew? Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. We are going to move the prize card down, the prize count down to 2. But, like, I would just evolve this Mew VMAX and be like, can you knock out a Mew VMAX? Question mark? There is an opportunity right now for Caleb to win this game with getting quad modifiers. There is 1. There is 2. There's that Genesect hitting the floor. Will Caleb just take down game 1 here, and will Mew VMAX be able to take down everything? We do see that Mew VMAX evolving, so it is one of those things that they didn't put that Genesect down. It would be there. If Caleb just goes ahead and gets the attack off here, that's game over. We do see the switch boss. So yes, Augusto is going to be moving up game 1. I do think game 1 was a little rocky. But we are just going to be seeing switch boss game. So we are going to have Augusto winning game 1. And I will be resetting the prize count so we can move on to game 2. Oh, we're actually seeing them go second. I don't know if that's an advantage here. Maybe it's an advantage against Augusto's list. Augusto only playing the 2 Pokemon, so if Augusto does not get out double single prize card Pokemon, that could be an issue. Nowadays, it seems advantageous for Mew to play 3 single prize card Pokemon. I mean, Horn Boss does work, but I think it's much better to not deal with Horn if you don't have to. So, let's see how this game goes. It should be interesting. So, is Augusto going to get another one of these great Mew starts? We do see Mew, not really a great start overall. Will we see a Battle VIP Pass top deck? We do see Cramomatic. Cramomatic can be quite good against, like, just discarding that switch. I don't think that's necessarily a bad idea, discarding that Power Tablets. Tails, rip. Yep, you gotta draw some kind of cards, right? Although this is not really the greatest start for Augusto. It depends. Like, is Caleb gonna have a good hand, or are they just looking into nothing, right? Like, that's really a big case. Like, do they have anything going on? There's the Fog Crystal, getting them something else. I mean, I guess they just have to go with Mew, maybe retreat into that Mew, just in case there's a switch. I mean, Switch and Escape Rope are both pretty equal, so it doesn't really change too much. Yeah, really weak start coming from Augusto. We'll see if Caleb's able to go for the Meloetta, Elisa Sparkle, Energy, Escape Rope play, or Switch. I mean, anything like that does work. Oh, Caleb with nothing going on there. And the Battle VIP pass one turn too late. I think at this point, I would just target, like, down the Meloetta with the Energy. Just waste your hand of that boss's orders. Because drawing one card does nothing. Drawing two cards can mean so much here. There we see dead hand. I'm not entirely sure what the other card would have been. We'll see what the top deck is. We are watching from the perspective of Augusto. All right. Is it just going to be a pass? There's another Energy. Just another pass. Again, we should have seen that boss. That Energy can be a huge attachment. You definitely just got to attach, go boss, and see if you get a Power Tablet, see if you can get a Mew VMAX, see if you can get an Ultra Ball, a Quick Ball to draw more cards, anything. I think you play out your entire hand at this point. There's obviously nothing in Caleb's hand. You just got to go aggressive at this point. I really don't know what the holdback would be. Because if you just pass forever, you're not going to be in a good position. Like, Caleb could be one top deck away from making it happen. I would definitely just go for boss's orders. Rip up that Meloetta. I really want to see Augusto go for it. You can see they're debating it. But I think they're leaning towards the Psychic Leap where I'm just like, go for boss's orders. What's it going to do? 140 at max? I guess we're going to go for another Energy mix. Are we going to see a retreat? Maybe we're going to see Power Tablet, Double Turbo Energy, Knockout? Heads. I mean, here you go. Caleb's about to go off. All the opportunities, and Augusto didn't necessarily want to put the foot on the gas. And that's fine. Like, not every single person has to be playing it like that. Was that... yeah, there's Ultra Ball clearing some cards out of the hand, some dead cards. Maybe some boss's orders or some stadiums. Maybe some Mew VMAXs, cards that you just can't play. There's a Double Turbo Energy. Genesect, and I mean, we'll see. Maybe Caleb can draw poorly. We do see the triple Fusion Strike Energy, a hand filled with energy. So there's Rotom Phone. I mean, I think, like, right now, Caleb's looking like they're in a pretty good spot just to take 2 prize cards. I mean, they have lost a lot of resources in the mix, but, like, it's fine-ish. I'd rather be drawing prize cards than not, especially in the Mew Mirror matchup. Games are just so vicious. Yeah, heads-on Cramomatic is absolutely insane. Here's 2 prize cards. If we see what the top deck is, the top deck literally could have changed the fate of the game. And we're already 2 top decks behind, so we got to factor that in as well. Because we should have gone boss the first time and maybe knocked out that Meloetta. Retroactively, it would have been a much better play. And it looks like we're just going to lose a Mew with 2 energies here. A lot of thinking here. A lot of thinking. There's a Meloetta. I mean, we're going to see a Melodious Echo. That's going to be doing 210 damage. That's a knockout. So we are going to put Caleb above in the prize rate. And it's just like, what do you do after a Meloetta? You can't just let the Meloetta with 3 energies there, so you're just kind of behind, which is a double turbo energy. So really, that boss's orders would have been out of the hand a long time ago. We would have just been drawing more cards, could have been playing all these cards. I think we just concede this game and go to game 3 at this point. I think it's too far behind. I don't even think Escape Rope does anything. It just brings a Genosect up in the active. And your opponent's going to send up a Mew. Oh, cool. That's fine. That means that Caleb has Switch. I guess they wouldn't send up Mew just in case the Mew VMAX existed. Now we're just seeing a pass. Again, I would have really liked to see that boss's orders being played. So they were probably expecting, unless Caleb was expecting a knockout. I'm not entirely sure exactly what's going on there. I mean, yeah, you're right. They did shuffle with Energy Mix. Regardless, like, I mean, it's just one of those things that play out things. Yeah, down 4 prize cards. This game's going to be over. Meloetta's just going crazy. Yeah, no Mews. That's going to be it. Yeah, so you can see that it's already going to be Caleb winning game 2. And Augusta's going to go first for the 3rd straight game. Absolutely wild. So let's reset those prizes for game 3. Really exciting game overall. But I definitely would have played that one a little bit differently myself had I been in that position. Luckily, I'm out here just running the events. So let's see. I mean, 29 minutes, plenty of time left for this. Game's just absolutely cruising by. But I appreciate everyone tuning in to the live stream and everyone who's watching the Grand Finals video as well. All right, we do see that good start. We do see the Battle VIP pass. We do see Quick Ball. We do see Genosect. We want to see double Meloetta here. So that's going to be the big thing. Will they be able to balance it? I would have liked to see Battle VIP pass first, just to determine what's in the deck. I mean, you almost have to grab double Meloetta here in order to have a chance to stay in this game. Unless, of course, Caleb just goes past, but I really just think double Meloetta here is great, considering we could just grab something else. Maybe we're going to be discarding something. Maybe we're just going to be discarding the Power Tablet might be fine. But we do need to see another Meloetta here, ASAP. And we do have both Meloettas in deck, so don't know if I would be discarding the Ultra Ball. Everything else is, like, fine. At this point, I would discard the Power Tablet because there's no point about playing the Power Tablet. That's why I would have kept the Ultra Ball for next turn. I mean, it's interesting. There's a lot of interesting plays being made. So, gotta retreat into the Meloetta for sure. I wouldn't be playing... You have to be playing a Switch next turn, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. It's just one of those, like, really unfortunate things. Getting another Mew down is cool, but... should probably just get another Mew down at this point. There's no point of retreating there yet either. It's much better to play it down and then retreat. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter between that, but, like, we just need to get a Switch. I don't know. I think that I would have played that one out a little bit differently. Holding onto the Switch there seemed incredibly important. It's tough. And there's a Crammatic Heads. So maybe we are going to see a Battle VIP pass. I mean, it looks like Caleb's going to get a little bit of a better start than we saw last game. It's probably an important way to look at it. And I think they're just doing a thorough search out of their deck. I think that's a good way to look into it. All right. There's the double energy. So we are going to see at least a knockout on the Meloetta. I mean, Caleb knows what they're doing. They are going to be able to go attack, attack, attack. I mean, they're putting on a 3-turn clock, and I mean, if they get the right damage modifiers, they can win this game going second. But that's really what it's going to take. It's going to be that big Meloetta math, and just getting that knockout now. Like, they know the pace that they have to be going on. I think Caleb's playing this game very well overall. Caleb, an absolutely fantastic player. I mean, both players are absolutely fantastic, but I think Caleb definitely knows what they're doing in the mirror this game. There's Oricorio. The Oricorio can make things a little bit interesting, especially with that double turbo energy. So we are going to see Caleb go down prize card number 1, trying to knock out a 2-prizer and a 3-prizer to close out the game. So a Mew VMAX and anything else that's worth 2 prize cards. And I think Augusto here has to go 2-prizer, 2-prizer, 2-prizer. So this is why I would have liked to hold on to that Ultra Ball, why I would have liked to hold on to that Switch. We would have had every single card necessary for this hand, and now we're just kind of, we don't. So that's why I think it was the importance of holding on to those things. All the Mew VMAXs are there. Sometimes it's a really good idea to just identify the cards that you're looking for, then roll with it after that. Looking through the discard pile, what are they going to get here? Just failing the search. I think you got to go for the boss's orders at this point and just hope you get it. Again, I would have tried to draw one more card. What does 2 cards get you? Now your hand's a little bit more clogged. You would have seen one more card. You got to go for the boss's orders. If you miss, you're just 1 turn behind Caleb. I think that's the biggest thing that worries me here. You could play the power tablets too. The power tablets do nothing in this matchup. Unless, of course, you're trying to knock out a 3-prizer Pokemon. But if you go boss, 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 you do win the game other ways. So I think that's really something that Augusto's got to channel into here in order to bring this game back around. Because it does look like it's kind of falling through their fingertips a little bit here. See, they're really thinking about it. I mean, I don't know what the Peony really does. Those 2 bosses are going to be really important throughout the rest of the game. But I guess going for the Peony, definitely not what I would have gone for. Something very interesting. I mean, I guess we're going to be able to get out some pieces here. I guess, like, Ultra Ball, and you could draw some more cards. Maybe Quick Ball would also be good here. I'm not entirely sure what else they'd be grabbing, because they want to just be able to see more cards this turn. So interesting play. I think, like, this is where Peony puts you between a rock and a hard place. I know that I wouldn't be playing Peony there, but it's one of those things where, like, even now, like, I just feel like we're in a bit of a tough spot with that hand. I would almost even just pitch away the Quick Ball first, draw some more cards, then pitch the hand away. But let's see how it goes with the Mew VMAX. So I mean, I guess going for 1 prize card, 3 prize card, 2 prize card, something like that. We've already wasted a couple power tablets, so it doesn't look like it's a solidified game plan to me. So we are going to see that Mew evolve into the Mew VMAX. I'm going to update it here, and I think Caleb's going to take this game. That's the prediction. There's only a few things, like a miss here or there in mirror, absolutely detrimental. Mew VMAX does not take no for an answer. So as long as Caleb does not miss here, I think Caleb's just going to go 1-3-2 because they're on the same thing. Although Augusto has played a couple power tablets in the mix. There's a choice belt. They might get it this turn. What else is Caleb going to be doing here? I know they're both. There's just like a lot of thinking here. So we are going to see an escape rope. We might see a 1-1-2-2 kind of prize thing. Maybe they both missed a little bit. It's getting a little bit more interesting. But of course, setting up the Malouetta is the correct choice here for Augusto, so they can put themselves on the 1-3-2 prize track. But I think they won't be able to do it with the amount of things that they have left in their deck. And maybe Caleb's just trying to draw some more cards here. What's going to be going on? It's actually kind of crazy. Just goes back and forth here. Like, both players really just not getting everything. Maybe I really just don't know what's going on here. There's really, time looks like it's running out. There's not a lot to talk about if there's not a lot going on. Yeah, really not good there. That's really tough to deal with. So we might just see an escape rope just run back here. I'd almost like to get the knowledge of what your opponent would escape rope first, then play the quick ball. I think in terms of knowledge there, that would probably be a really good idea. Yeah, there's the Mew. Then you just send up your Mew. I mean, I really just don't know what's going on this game. I mean, it just seems like it's just going back and forth. But the one thing that's going to be evading Augusto is that I don't think they have enough power tablets to knock out a Mew VMAX at once. So they have to plan basically to live this game for the next 3 turns. And I mean, if Caleb's able to get a knockout on a 3 prize card Pokemon, it could definitely just be put back into their favor. Are we thinking about who we're knocking out here? I think we do get the knockout with the Techno Blast. Yeah, so there's that quick 2 prize cards there. I mean, putting Augusto down to 3, I mean, this game is opening up a little bit more than I thought that it would. It did look like it was going to be completely out. I'm just going to double check the time on Limitless. Yeah, it's the exact same time within like 5 seconds. So whatever we see is going to be accurate on screen. So I think this game really just comes down to, does Caleb get the knockout here on the Mew VMAX? That's the big play here. They know that they lose the game if the other knockout on the Mew VMAX happens anyways. So are they able to drop a bunch of power tablets like it's hot? What are we gonna see here? The Rotom phone. I mean, we're really just like waiting to see if Caleb's able to drop the power tablets on here. Otherwise, it's just going to be a boss's orders kind of game. I mean, I don't even know if there's enough boss's orders to make that happen, but it might be boss's orders escape rope. Are we going to see it? Cramomatic. Tails. Uh-oh. It's not looking good. Are we going to get it off the last Genesect? Okay, it looks like we are going to see just a quick 2 prize card knockout. I mean, Caleb looks like they're bracing for the 3 prize card turn. I mean, I think this game just went back into Augusto's favor. I mean, there's 1 power tablets. I mean, I guess they could still go triple power tablet knockouts, but I know that Augusto cannot do that. So I would just go for boss's orders, bringing up a Genesect, rolling with it, and hope that they do not get it one last time. I mean, maybe Caleb's just sitting on it. Maybe they're prized. 1 power tablet prize just being God. Definitely one of the more interesting new mirrors. It does open up a lot of perspectives. I think I just like to say that I probably play a little bit differently. Is the way that I put it. I think I'd play a little bit differently. Yeah, but I think evolving to that Mew seems like a great idea. I would just rip the boss's orders here. I mean, I think you have to. Either that or you have to attack into this active, whichever one works best. Maybe you attack into the active at this point. It depends. I don't know exactly what resources we have left. I mean, we're really looking for like another escape rope, another boss, and I think the other 2 bosses are in the discard pile. So I think the best case scenario here is attacking into this Mew, really like hoping that your opponent doesn't drop power tab, power tab, power tab. We can see there's 1 power tab down already. I think you got to go for it unless you have an escape rope left. I want to see Augusto if they look at their discard pile one more time. Cool. I mean, I guess we're really going to see, is it going to be power tab game? I mean, Caleb really has probably access to their entire deck. Oh, we do see switch. I think they're trying to draw through their entire deck. If that's the case, it looks like it might be a possibility. Or that they're just either playing for fun. I'm not sure. Looks like they should be able to get it here. So I think Caleb might be able to get the knockout on that Mew VMAX. There's the Ultra Ball. They are going to be able to draw 6 cards here. There's the power tablets. Now they will be able to draw through the rest of their deck with Genesect. Another power tablets. Are we going to see the last power tablet here? There's the last power tablet. So it looks like Caleb Rogerson is going to be our late night Season 3 Invitational Champion. Congratulations to both players. Really interesting new game, but that's how it's going to be. We do have Caleb as the champion. Congratulations. Thank you to everyone who's been watching the stream. Be sure to give this video a like, a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you want to see next. But major crazy game over there. That's what we got going on for our finals. Word, that's what's up today, peeps. Hopefully you enjoyed watching the stream. I know that it's definitely had its ups and downs. New Mirror can be absolutely crazy, but I do appreciate every single person who tuned into the stream today, who participates in the late night season. Late night season number 4 does start this upcoming week. It's going to be starting at 6 p.m. So we do have that new start time, 6 p.m. Eastern that is. So make sure that your time schedule is aligned for that. We're going to have to see exactly how it all plays out there, but it's going to be an amazing season. I appreciate everyone watching. I know it's nearly 2 o'clock in the morning, so I will catch up with all y'all later. Peace out and have yourself a wonderful day.